Welcome to this exciting episode where I make the left wing, then realise I've made a major cock up and have to hack apart everything I've made so far. But let's start off with some before and after pictures of the left wing. This is the front end, looking a bit like a front end. Yeah, sorry about the shadows, but it's too early. Anyway, yeah, that doesn't look too bad, but this when you look at it from this side, that gap there, it's horrible. I'm thinking if I flare that arch out from the wing, possibly slat a vent in behind the wheel, so the whole of that wheel arch comes out further, but has a gap vent to hide it, then space the wheel out a bit. Struggling to think what to do with this. I thought talk to Daddy, but I've dug him up twice already and been banned from the cemetery, so guess I'm going to have to come up with my own plan. Widen the suspension's at least £4,000, same for deep dish wheels, so we're just going to cut the body to pieces. Okay, had some time to think about it, and we need to bring this in quite a bit. So, the plan is to bring that in somewhere along that line, take out so much. So what I'm going to do, narrow the bonnet at the front, both sides, then trim some of that inside edge so it fits the new bonnet line, and that'll bring the whole of that edge in. And here you can see the results of a little trimming. Some of you might notice a slight panel gap there, but I'm sure we can fix that. Yep, fix that. Ignore the scribbling, that's all mistakes. I need to chop a whole chunk out of that. I mean, I want this to be about here. So that's disappearing. This is going to get moved up this way, but it's got to work in line with that. Well, that was a lot more cutting and a lot less fun than it could have been. Anyway, around this side it's reasonably flush, but there's the big gap there is because the car's jacked up. So, shave shitloads off there, cut the air dam into 3 pieces. Yeah, bonnet's going to have some work on it. Yeah, a bit of overhang there. Good news is he shortens the nose again, which is something else I wanted. And then, of course, the other side. So, just a quick recap of what I've done to the air dam. It's not that interesting, but you subscribed, so suck it up. Basically, I need to bring that side in. So, what I did was cut there. So, I had a nice place to hide the cut. Then, cut there, which is where I took the wedge out. You didn't need that first cut, you idiot. Change the angle here, so this instead of pointing out there, now comes around like that, or something like that, so it's square. Now I've got to glue it all back together again, and that should mean that side of the air dam is narrow enough to fit with what we want on there. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night and I've got to go because I've got no light. That is now in and aligned. That has got screws and glues. Actually quite pleased with how that went. Now all I need to do is replicate it for this side. I've actually got a proper reference point using my laser pointer and the rear view mirror as the centre line, so that centre line is now the centre of the car, right the way down. Earlier I said I didn't need that first cut. And because I'm a dick, I've just done exactly the same unnecessary cut at this end. So what I need to do now is cut that section out of there. Fucking knob. A little later, I've finished the air dam and knocked up the left wing. Let's make it the same as the right wing. Now we have the fun of bending that piece of metal to make the profile of that arch, marking it up, and coming around this side to do the same. So, it doesn't look too bad at first glance. Late evening again, and finally finish off putting all the stripes of the wings. It only took 11 to 7 hours. Sunday afternoon. Actually doing this in a reasonable time of day. Anyway, it's about 20 hours of sanding, filling, shaping, sanding, filling, shaping, and it looks pretty much like it did before I started.
Yeah, maybe a bit better.
The good difference is that no longer sticks out. I'm now going to try and sand the bonnet straight along that line. Not sure how interested you are in watching me sand, but this is that epoxy filler. So here you can see what it was like. Yeah, mountains, craters, pretty crap. This is after blasting it over with 40 grit. So smooth.
For those weirdos who do like watching me sand, here's me sanding. Imagine this in a loop for 30 minutes.
So, after the 40 grit, gave it a mist coat, then sanded it off with a long block to find the high spots and low spots. There are loads, high spots, low spots. I'm going to have to do the same. I'm going to put some glass on those wings, fill them, sand them down to the same sort of level, get them smooth. So, to save you watching that crap, we'll join you next episode when we'll have these in a reasonable state, fixed to the car, and then we get to the next exciting phase. So, like, subscribe, and all that fun. Cheers.